query in our database now. Okay, scalar. And what we said here, how can you define the scalar subquery means in place of column names. Okay, na? In place of column names, when you keep or put some subquery statement, then that kind of subqueries are called as what now? Scalar. And here I said scalar is nothing but a single column. Every column is called as a one scalar. So one column is called as a scalar. So that is what we said here. And we all of you know the select statement how to write. Okay, now. So in place of star, we can put it some column names also. In place of column name, when you put it your subqueries, okay, like multiple subqueries when you keep in place of columns, then the type of statements we called as what now? Scalar subqueries. And what I said, the result of a scalar subquery will act as a column. That means this is one scalar subquery. The every one subquery, whatever the output will be written for us, those output will be show or will be act as what column for outer query results. Okay, outer query statements. So this is what it was happen. Okay, and now, sir, why should I want to require this scalar subqueries? Generally, where you want to require this means, sir. For example, let me go. So you have a table now. Okay, actually, this is my table. And in this table, I have some columns like number, name, job, MGR, hire date, salary, commission, department number. So these are called as what now? Column names. Okay, now? And after that, we have some rows here. We have some rows. And these are all are called as a row data. Okay, these are called as a rows. So in this rows, can you see department numbers if you want to check it out? In department number, so here we have your 10s, 20s, and 30s. Actually, the 10, 20, 30, these are called as actually rows. Or row information we called as. So now what we want to do, these rows, I want to convert or display or show as a what now? Columns. So whenever you want to move it like row information, when you want to show as columns wise, so there scalar subqueries will be useful. That means I'm going to converting rows into columns. Actually 10, 20, 30, these are called as a rows actually. But the row data, now I want to show as a columns wise. So whenever you want to move it like this or convert or display or show your rows into columns, then there we can use what now? Scalar subqueries. Understand now? So let me see one small example. First of all, I'm going to taking here select. In the place of select first column, I'm writing now select count of star from DUPT table. Okay, so this is one subquery statement. Next, I will go for another subquery I'm writing now. Select a count of star. Okay, and from your EMP table. So then after from, and these are the two columns. Okay, this is my first column. In the position of first column, we are writing one subquery. In the position of second column, we are writing one more subquery. And these are the two subqueries I written in my selector statement. And now these are from, I don't know the table. That's why I'm taking by default table is what now? Dual. So this is one default table we have to take. Then to executing this, what it was happening, you can see whatever the subquery was there here, the subquery result, what I'm saying here, the result of a scalar subquery, the result of a scalar subquery will be act as a columns, will be acting as a column. So that information it was showing to you in which wise? Columns wise. Okay, now this is one small example. Suppose if you see the row informations are there now. So now what we want to do in the second example, suppose are you passing now select sum of salary from EMP table where department number is equals to 10. That means what it was happened here, the subquery when it was executed, it was showing sum of salary of which department? 10th department. And that result, whatever it was come, that I want to show as a column. The column I will make it what now? 10. And this is not a alias name. This is a column name as column name double quotes. Okay now? Right. And then after you have to go for another query. I'm writing select the sum of salary from EMP where DPT number is equals to 20. So this result I'm showing as a 20th column. Okay, comma. And the next one is I'm going to passing here. Select sum of salary from EMP where DPT number is equals to 30. And the 30 I will show as a 30th column. And finally, I want to say from dual. So then what it was happening this, you can see. Actually, this inner queries, whatever we written scalar queries, and scalar, every scalar subquery to finding the sum of salary and that particular department. Okay. And that information I'm showing as a columns. But here 10, 20, 30, these are actually rows. But the rows information I'm showing as a columns wise. Row information I'm showing as what now? Columns wise. So in this level, to making that or to showing like that, you have to use what now? Scalars, right on below. Take first example, direct example, and second example. Completed. Okay, right. So these are complete subqueries, okay, in Oracle. So these are all our subqueries, okay, and we completed now. And now this entire the file I'm going to sharing to you. Okay, so the complete running notes and main notes are uploaded. Okay, now, right. And the next one, take the next new topic. The topic name, take it out. Database security. Okay, now. Okay, right. So previously, can you remember in our early classes, okay, in introduction of your databases, okay, there we said databases are not only for storage, not only for process, okay, so not only for reading, retrieving, writing, okay, these are not only operations, even though databases why the real time people will be prefer first of all in their organization means the reason is what now securities, because if any confidential data about my business, about my company, yes or no, so that kind of information when I was keep in my databases, that will be secure. And here one more thing is what now, once your data successfully are you saved in databases, okay na, you, what happened? Ah, oh, laughing na? What happened? Girls are seeing and laughing. क्या बात है? नहीं ना? Today morning only came. She teams, police departments. Today morning only came. They are putting one message to them na, out. जिंदगी पूरा बर्बाद हो जाएगा. No job, nothing. You can't take any job. You are unfit for jobs. Okay na? Be careful. Today morning came C teams for Naresh IT. Some students are complaining, police department. Huh? Don't laugh by seeing girl and don't laugh. If they are getting irritating, na, immediately put it message WhatsApp, immediately coming. And you are in the classroom. Easily they will catch you. Huh? Be careful, guys. Huh? C team came today morning. No, all of you? No, no. Okay. Already Naresh IT also hit list in C team department. Naresh IT, Durga Soft, Satya, your topmost institutions are hit list because so many complaints are coming. So be careful, boys, especially today morning, my 9 o'clock batch, complete team is came. One SI, two constables, two lady constables. Four, almost 5 to 6 people came department. They taken half an hour awareness. They taken so much instruction to the girls. They give a number also, ma. If you wanted that number, you can take, no problem. No, I'm serious, I'm talking. Take the number, save it. In Hyderabad city, if anybody misbehavior with you, immediately one message, within 5 minutes, they will come to here. Okay, na? This is not joke, I'm serious. I'm seriously talking. Today morning they came. Otherwise, you can ask the outside department people. Okay, na? They given one number also for especially girls' purpose. Save that number, WhatsApp number. Any candidate was misbehavior with you, okay, na? Immediately you have to message. Within 5 minutes, they will come to your premises and you show who is that? Gaya. Oh, yeah. Boys' purpose, no security, ma. Don't think about security for boys. Our Jindagi pura bakras. We don't have facilities. Don't expect your facilities. It's not like he teams. He teams nahi hai. She teams hai. He teams nahi hai. So be careful. So they came to our institution means so many complaints are going to that police department. And when they came, they said, we got complaint from Naresh IT. All students are shocked. They got complaints from Naresh IT. Then we saw, because there are thousands of students are there in Naresh IT. We don't know. And they told that we are not telling their names outside because for their security purpose. The student name, the girl names, they're not telling to outside. Okay, na? So today came. Today you're doing like that. Immediately the messaging. Be careful. Now onwards, thoda respect the girls ko. Nahi to. हो जाएंगे हमारा काम. Once you have a case on your name, you are unfit for jobs. You know that? There is one rule is there. Yes or no? If any FIR there on our names, then you are unfit for government jobs completely. Second one, IT people also not taking to you. Wherever you go, there is some restrictions to you. Finally, you have to do your jobs. Which kind of jobs you know now? Office boys, pizza boys, restaurant waiters, security guards. That kind of jobs milega aapko. Aur wo bhi nahi milega. If our, what we can say, your conduct certificate is there, it was not a good. So that's so be careful, ma. Naresh said already in his list. At any cost, what it was happen. Okay, right. And you don't take that advantage. So you have to, okay, they're also your friends. Don't take advantage. Okay, right. Come out. Security. So early classes, we said databases not only for permanent storage, even though it will be providing some security. And the security, it is one of the reason actually why industries in real time, almost any public sector, private sectors, any kind for not only IT field people, almost everyone, they're going to be maintain databases because of reason, one of the major factor, security factor. Okay, maybe your database is also not giving any security. Maybe database is also not this much a high level priority. Yes or no? Why they're giving priority for databases means security is one of the factor. And this security, actually, I was explained theoretically in previous early classes. We discussed. Can you remember anybody? Data redundancies, data inconsistency, data retrieval, data indexing, data integrity, data security. Can you remember 6 points we discussed? Uh, in flat files. So that is drawbacks. But those drawbacks we can overcome by using of what now? Databases. In that, okay, database security, how it will, what kind of mechanism, how many levels of securities there. And when you want to connecting, you need a permission, creating table permission, inserting data permission. Yes or no? So there's all kind of, that means in database, how the security will means step by step security. The security is called as what now? Step by step. Okay, step by step means for every action, for every operation, when you want to do, you need a permissions. So without permissions, you can't do anything on databases. So that kind of high level priorities or securities are there in the database. So that is one of the reason here. And those securities are how, what it is, how many types, who will give who will give permissions. Okay, this is all we will discuss in this. Okay, now then you will get some more idea and confident. Okay, databases are providing security that you can confidently say to others. Understand now? But here observe, almost every databases and especially relational database management systems, RDBMS. So any RDBMS product like Oracle, SQL Server, MySQL, DB2, Sybase, Informix, Ingresys, Teradata, MaxDB, PostgreSQLs, like any relational databases, every database commonly there are two mechanisms are following for security. One is we called as a authentication and one we called as a authorization. Understand? Na? So these are the two security mechanisms. So authentication, authorization. So with the help of these two mechanisms, it will be providing secured for your information which I stored. Okay, na? Now right down below. All databases are supporting the following two types of security mechanisms. Okay, security mechanisms. Okay, those are, first one we called as a authentication. First one we called as a authentication, and second one we called as authorization. Second one we called as a authorization. Okay, now right. Authentication, authorization. Now we will check it out. What is authentication and what is a authorization? So authentication is nothing but, guys, here, okay, to verify user credentials. Okay, this is called a first level of secured. That's why, can you see, every day when I'm going to log in or connecting to my database, every day I'm entering username and password now. Yes or no? MyDB2PM / MyDB2PM we are using or not? Yes. Is there any chances or any possibilities there without username and password? Can you connect to our Oracle? No. That's why every day when I'm going to log in or when I'm going to connecting, every day I was entered username MyDB2PM, password MyDB2PM. So with the help of user ID password only, first you will be connected. And suppose users are not having any user ID and passwords, they were unable to connecting to your database. Okay, so authentication is also telling same thing. What it was telling, before they want to give permissions to the user to connecting to databases, first your database servers will asking to you your user ID and password. And whatever the user ID password user was entered, this user ID password right or wrong, first they will be validated. If user ID validation and password validation will be correct, so both are validated, then or valid, then it will give permission to connect. So this is called as a authentication. Understand na? So authentication means what now? To verify, to verify user credentials, to verify user credentials before login or connect to database server. Your user credentials. User credentials means what is the mean? User credentials are nothing but username and password. That means username and what now? Password. Okay, fine. That you have to check. But tell me, for my database username password, who will create it? I already show you some information how to create your new user accounts. Who will create it? Admins are created. Who is your admin? System. Okay, can you remember introduction of Oracle? I'm showing how to create a new user account. Okay, now so now authentication is nothing but verifying user credentials. That means name and password. But these username and password, who will create it, sir, in real time? Suppose are you going to company? You're working in real time companies. So your username passwords are created by admins. Okay, now admin only the person, he will be created your username and passwords. Other than administrator, no one can create their own. Okay, especially in database interaction. Okay, now now below right now, these username and password, okay, are created by database admin only. Database admin. Okay, how to create it here? You all of you know na? Yes or no? How to create username and password. First I will log in with the go to SQL Plus. What it was asking to me? Enter username. Who is the user? System is a default user. We all of you know. And net it was asking what? Enter password. So the password is what? Our password? Tiger. Okay. After connected this. Now the what is the syntax of creation? Your username and password. What is the syntax? Yes, create username identified by password. Identified by password. Okay, now example is what now? Create user. Suppose my username U1. Okay, identified by password is U1.
కంపెనీలో ఫ్యాన్స్ అందరు కలిసి చేయించారు వాడికి గెలుపుతూనే ఉంటారు చెప్పండి వాడికి ఇల్లు వస్తున్నాను తెలిసి మనకు అర్థమైంది అడ్రస్ తప్పింది అరే కరెక్ట్ రీఫ్ కరెక్ట్ లొకేషన్ కొట్టామో అది ఇంకా తీసుకుంటున్నా తప్పు కాదు.
So after admin will create a user ID and password. Can you tell me, this user now he can directly connect no, so he can't connect. Why, sir? Because he had just created username and password, but still your administrator was not given any permission. Understand, na? There was not given any permission. So that's why what it was happened, this user unable to connect here. Okay, but when the admin will give permissions to this user to connect your database, then only he will be connected. Okay, but until unless, he never. Okay, but admin, how he will give permissions to the user to connect or to do some other activities on the database means that permissions when he want to give, and that kind of permissions are called as what now? Authorization we called. Now take siding, authorization. Okay, what is authorization? Authorization is nothing but, guys, here to give permissions, to give permissions to user to perform some operations, over database. Over database. Okay, and now, but these permissions also giving by administrator only. But how the administrator will give these permissions to users? Okay, now how he will give it? Okay, for that permission, that is authorization permissions giving purpose, database administrators are using one language in database that is called a DCL language. Which language? DCL, data controlling language. Can you remember total? 5. DDL we completed, DML completed, DQL or DRL completed, TCL completed. Last what? DCL. Now that is we will see here. So whenever administrator want to give permissions to users, so how they will give it permissions means that by using of DCL language commands. Okay, by using of DCL language commands, what is the command? Grant and revoke. With the help of these two commands, they're giving permissions to users. Okay, now write down here. These permissions also, these permissions are also giving by database administrator only by using the following language, you can write by using DCL. Okay, by using DCL language commands. Commands are what is the commands here? First command is what? Grant, and the second command is what? Revoke. Okay, and here let me see what is grant and what is a revoke. Grant command, this command we are using whenever you want to grant your permissions to users. Granting means permissions are issued. That is called a grant. So this command you need to use to give or to issue a particular permission to a particular users. At the time database administrators are using this grant command. Okay, now write down below. This command is used to give authorization to give authorization permissions to users. So how they will give it this authorization permissions means they have some command will be a command syntax will grant, and here I want to take my privilege name. Okay, privilege means what is the mean by privilege? Privilege is nothing but rights. Rights we called a privilege. Okay, of course you can say accessibility, giving permissions. Okay, na, these all are comes under privileges. And which privilege do you want to give? The privilege name must be mentioned. And to whom I want to give? User, that user name should be mentioned. Okay, this is what grant. Second one is what now here? Revoke. What is revoke? Now we can observe how database admin was having rights to give some permissions to the user, same as the databases or database administrators are having to cancel your permissions also. So he will be giving us and he will cancel also. So when he was cancel my permission means again user cannot perform operations. So that means here who is the boss? Database administrators are boss, and they are the main people. They will be take over entire the security of databases. And who will maintain the security means database admins, not developers. Database developer, Java developer, .NET developers, Python developers, these are not having any right to maintain security. Securities are maintained by only database admins. Okay, na? So he is the main person in your company. So now revoke. Revoke is what now? Cancellation purpose. So this command is used to cancel permissions, of user, permissions of users. So he can cancel it. What is the syntax for this here? What is the syntax for this command here? Now we can use a revoke, and which privilege are you given the privilege name from? Are you taking permissions from user? Or you cancel your permissions of user? Okay, right. Now, so these are grant and revoke commands here. But in these two commands, can you see one point here? So grant and revokes are called a commands. It's a predefined. Usernames, we know how to create usernames, we know. Yes or no? How to create usernames, we know. But in between the syntaxes, what is this? Privilege name. So let me see here. The point is, sir, what is privilege? And how many types of privileges are there in the databases? What are those? How those are using? Okay, no? So now we are take siding here. Privileges. The first of all, we should know the privilege is nothing but what I said. It's a right. It's a right to give some permissions to users. It's one of the right. Okay, na? And the permissions we are giving to some users. That is called as a privileges. And here also, almost every database will be maintain two types of privileges. One is called system privileges, second one called as object privileges. System privileges and object privileges, these are the two types of privileges which will be maintained by almost every database will maintain. Okay. So that we write down here. Privilege is nothing but privilege is nothing but right to give permission to users. Okay, it is a right to give permissions to use. And here, Oracle database supporting the following two types of privileges. The following two types of privileges. Privileges are, first one we called as ER. Okay, first one is called as system privileges. Second one we called as ER object privileges. Okay, system and object. These are the two types of privileges we have. Now, so first we will discuss about what kind of system privileges are there, what are those, and who will give it here. Okay, right on below. System privileges. So these privileges are giving by database admin only. Database admin only. Okay, the second point. System privileges are what kind of privileges here? Connect privilege, create a table privilege, unlimited table space privilege. Okay, next, creating synonym privilege, comma, create view privilege, comma, create a sequence privilege, comma, create index privilege, comma, creating procedure privilege, okay, and so on. Okay, now, so these are all called as a system privileges we called. Okay, so these privileges all are called as a predefined. That means it's not object privileges. These are all are called as a system privileges we call. And in coming soon, we will discuss what is synonym, view, sequence, index, procedures. These are all our next level of concepts. Okay, na? That will be coming soon, one by one. Okay, now, so the syntax of system privileges, how to give. Okay, now the privilege syntax is what now? Grant, And here you want to give it your system privilege name to username. Okay, right. So now grant system privilege name to username. Let me come out. Practically, we will see one by one. So first I just close this and come back to open your SQL Plus. Okay, the database open. And initially I want to go for to connect with my admin. So who is my admin here? System. And the password is what now? Tiger. After connecting here, what I'm going to do, I'm creating one new user. So create user U1 identified by password U1. Okay. Hmm. So now I'm creating okay U1. What it was happen, the user is successfully created. But what we said, this user will never directly connect. So con and now U1 by U1. If I'm showing here, it was showing error. What is error? User U1 lacks create session privilege, log on, denied. Okay, so that means you are unable to connect now. So why he was not connecting means this user is not having authorization permissions. And this authorization permissions, who will granted? Admin will granted. And now admin will connect. So I will connecting with my admin. Okay. After connected, he was using now the syntax. So what is the syntax? Grant. What is my system privilege name? What is my system privilege name? Connect to whom? User. What is username? U1 connected. After connected, you just come back and see U1 by U1. If he was connected U1 by U1, now he will be successfully connected. But after connected to your database, this user try to create a table. So create okay. Right. So now we can see here. So what it was here, grant system privilege name to username and come back here. Now, first privilege, connectivity privilege given, but create a table. So create table. The table name is test1 and some serial number, some name. So when he was trying to created one table, okay, who was created here? User one. U1 is created. But this user is not having permissions to create a table. That's why it was showing what now? Insufficient privileges. So again, that means what happened? This user is not having authorization permissions to create a table. It's not there. So that's so again, who will give this permission again? Again, your administrator, system, and tiger. And now he will granting now. So grant which privilege? Create a table to U1. After that, he will be created U1 by U1 successfully connected. And now he will see to create your table. After table is created, now he was inserting some data into test number 1, sending values and serial number 1 comma A. Now he was trying to insert, but what happened? You can see you don't have a privileges on what? Table space. So again, table memory utilization permissions also user has to take. Okay, and this table space permission also who will give it again? Come on, created by giving by again admin. So again you have to connect admin. So admin will give it a grant. What is that? Unlimited table space to which one? U1. Then after taking this, then U1 by U1, now he will be go to insert your data successfully insert. Inserted. After inserted, you just come out and call test number 1. Okay. Then you have to do updation as usual. Test number 1 set. So name is equals to some name I'm passing here, Smith, where serial number is equals to 1. So successfully we updated. And if you want to delete, you can delete also test number 1, and I will say where where serial number is equals to 1. So now we can see successfully deleted. So now he can insert, update, delete, select, and creating table. These all permissions are now he have it. Okay, right down below. Right now. Okay, and now below write down how to granting connect create table unlimited table space permissions to user permissions to user. Okay, right. So these all permissions are giving by only one person. His name is what? Administrator. Okay. right? So now first you have to connect with your system and the password tiger. So once you connected, then one by one permission. Granting connect permission. How to grant now? Grant. What is this? Connect to user U1. Next one. Granting creator table permission. SQL. So grant create a table to U1. Granting insert data permission. Granting insert data permission. Okay. So we need to use grant unlimited table space to U1. Okay, right. So after that, below continuation here. So first you have to connect with your username and password. So now this time finally my username is what now? U1 by U1. Okay, then connected. After connected, he will be successfully create a table. Okay. After created, he will successfully create a table. After table creation, he was successfully inserting data. Successfully inserting data. After that, you will be successfully updated your data. Successfully updated with your data. And the next one, you will be successfully deleted your data. And he will be successfully selecting your data. So these all operations will be work. These are called as testing.
బిర్యానీ ఇద్దరు రాసి ఎంత మాత్రం వెళ్ళి ఒకటి అసలు మాట్లాడు కానీ ఆర్టిస్ట్ మెల్లి వాళ్ళ దగ్గర ఆశ అదే ఇండియన్ పంజాబ్ చూపించాను మ్యాచ్ ఇప్పుడు కాదు నేను నైట్ చూపించాను నేను ఫస్ట్ చూసాను ఒక గంట ముందు
Complete. Right first. Okay, now so these are what now permissions, and initially for whenever you want to go first connectivity, create table, insert data. These permissions how it will be give. Okay, now right. So these are called as the system privileges. Like this, every privilege you can give, like whatever I said, like create synonym, create view, and here one more thing. Main thing I forgot it. Create what now? Table. Okay, so create table, create synonym, create view, create sequence, create index. Okay, so these all are different types of objects and permissions, and this is I will show you at the time of creating that synonym. You're not interested, get outside. If any assignment will give na, if you're not writing, before coming to classes, remember you are coming classes for not playing jokes. Who is this? That person, blue shirt? You people only. Coming to class, talking purpose coming means, so don't come here. Go at your hostel, talk. This is what? This is you are thinking like park or cinema theater. Other than jobs are important or not yet? Job purpose came na. Job purpose only we are learning now. Then talking purpose don't come to class. Wasting your time and my time also. Why? Jobs purpose came. Do you know that screening test conducting by Naresh IT? So prepare for that. If you have a talent, it's a free of placement. Some people paying some amount, 30 to 40,000 paying placements purpose. Now you people have a good opportunity. Without 1 rupee money, if you have a talent, you can take placement. Now Naresh IT conducting screening test. Actually, that was happening every year. Every year, 2 to 3 months after, it will be conducting yearly 4 times. It will be conduct. In that screening test, suppose you qualified as your talent. If you qualified now, you will get opportunity, job, IT industry job, whatever you are expected, and what purpose you came Nourish IT, what purpose you came Hyderabad, what purpose you are learning, what purpose you are spending these many times. Okay, now, or these many months, what you are spending here. What purpose are you struggling in Hyderabad city? Food quality, no food, hostel problems. Huh? Health is not good. Yes or no? You are always struggling now. You are leaving your parents, coming here, staying into the hostels. Uh, there is no food, good quality of food, nothing facilities, but we have to stay because of reason, job. Screen test conducting 75% is in each subject. Okay, Core Java, Advanced, Oracle. Happily, you can attend that examination, written examination. If you qualified in that, they will take technical rounds. After technical round, Naresh IIT placing to you in multinational companies, repetitive companies, without taking 1 rupee money also. Utilize that kind of things. Utilize, guys. Nowadays, job getting how much difficulty. All of you know now. Outside, practically what it was happen. So who will give? You don't want to go any company. You don't want to search. You don't want to roaming on the roads. Madhapur, roaming on city Madhapur, Bangalore, Chennai. No need. Sit in Naresh IT. Properly learn subject. And Naresh IT conducting screen test. Qualify in that and take placement. So why are you going to other side searching? वो करना ये करना है job के लिए वो gather करना है ये gather करना है. Why? Not necessary. You have interested, you need a job. You don't want to do this all the things. Simply prepare one resume. At the attending of your narration conducting screen test, give it resume and return, qualify, and after go to technical testing. Over na in narration premises only, you will get a job with reputable companies, Infosys, TCS, Mahindra, Tech Mahindra, Accenture. You don't want to go yourself. You don't want to search. That all facilities are given by Naresh IT. Like this, you know that every year there are hundreds of people they are selected by the screen test. You know, so because I know that from last 10 to 11 years experience, I'm seeing that this all so many students are in good companies. They were placed only screening test through, even though they didn't give 1 rupee money. Also, Naresh IT management people with free of cost. Naresh IT will give opportunity. Naresh IT will bringing companies to our premises. Okay, you don't want to expenditure any 1 rupee of money. You don't want to expend. Just a free of cost. Come and attend interview. Got a job. Take offer letter, joining letters. That kind of things. Think about. Seriously, take that kind of opportunities. Who will give nowadays opportunity? Anybody give? No, no. Then focus on that. If not, subject is not completed. Okay, na? So at least you have to try what kind of questions are coming into that. Next, after 1 month, you can attend it. Who are not completed 75%, you just wait. Next one more June and May ending or June first week, one more screening test they're conducting. Every 2 months, okay, it will be conducting one screening test. 2 to 3 months. So 4 to 5 screening tests for a year. You can use that screening test year itself only. You don't want to go anywhere. That is a good opportunity now. Why are you wasting that kind of opportunities here? Yesterday some students came. Sir, backdoor 1.8 lakhs can I give? Backdoor. Somebody is telling that give me 1.8 lakhs, I will give a job in IT industry. So some XYZ company name is telling to me. I don't want to tell that company to you. Okay. So XYZ company, sir, this is a company, sir. One of my cousins saying that, one of my relation person saying that if you give 1.8 lakhs, I will give a job in this company. I said, don't go like this. It is a fake, and your money is loser. So think your side, okay, no? But my side is I'm not encouraging that kind of things. What happened? The student after 2 days he met. After 2 days, I think your batch only, the student. Ah, yes. After 2 days, what happened here? It is a fake company, na? If he was paid 1.8 lakhs, na, what happened? Just think about it. Money waste, na? Finally, he told me like again after 2 days, and next day he came to me with proof, some message, information. Sir, really, sir, it is a fake company, sir. See, this kind of thinking, avoid. Instead of that kind of way, it is an open secret, open facility. Whatever Nareshite will giving, it's official. Not any illegals in this. Not any fakes in this. It's officially, legally. Okay, na? They are offering to you. But no one focus it. I want to go backdoor, sir. I want to go experience, sir. Oh, ऐसे जाना, ऐसे जाना. Everyone thinking like a criminals. But anyone not thinking like genuinely how to go, sir. Anybody asking? Nobody asking genuinely how to go. But genuine process is what, sir? How I can go IT industry, sir? What is the procedure? What I want to prepare? No one doing like that. सर वो आया मेरे को ऐसे बोला है पे कर दो 2 लाख जॉब दे दूंगा. हाँ, ये आया ऐसे बोला, वो आया. See, faculties are they're telling anything for your best, your purpose only. We are telling you don't want to lose your 1 rupee money also. Without spending 1 rupee money, who will get a job? Na, they're excellent people. They're very, very intelligent people. Why you want to spend money for your job purpose? Because you are doing hard work, you are attending interview, facing everything, you are doing work. Then why you have to pay? You have to take from them. Yes or no? That is what you have to think about it. About here. Without hard work, job आ जाना मेरे को. Without performance, 1 lakh रुपये आ जाना मेरे को. Without anything, settle हो जाना लाइफ में. भगवान मेरे को सब दे दो, भगवान सब दे दो, सब दे दो. कैसे दे देगा यार भगवान? थोड़ा तो ट्राई करना है ना. You have to at least some try na. Without trying, God, give me. What God will give? God never give it like that. Those kind of lazy peoples. At least you try daily 1 hour spending. You're doing some hard work. Then God देखता रहता है. अरे ये बच्चा बेटा बहुत हार्ड वर्क कर रहा है. इसको दे देना जॉब, लगा देना. लगा दिया, बस तुरंत जॉब लग जाएगा तेरे को. क्योंकि आप when you're doing everyday practice, works, hard work, struggles, these are all when you see, then finally you will get a fruit. Yes or no? You see in the world, any legendary person, how they came up, directly came up. Sometimes read some biographies of Reliance Ambani. Read biography of Reliance Ambani. How he came this position. Sachin Tendulkar, Virat Kohli, Mahendra Singh Dhoni, Microsoft, Bill Gates, Tata Birla. Read that kind of biographies. You will get some inspired words. How they came this position now. Amitabh Bachchan, one megastar, Rajinikanth. How they came this much famous figures. Without hard work, how it was come here? Tell me. You are a special born people. Specially, you will get all the things. Even the Karodpati also doing some hard work. They're working, how many years, how many hours, Mukesh Ambani, yeah? Anil Ambani. Mukesh, huh? You know that? How many hours he was sleeping? Huh? Knows everyone? How many hours he sleep, 4 hours. Only 4 hours sleeping per a day. Modi ji, Prime Minister, he was sleeping only 3 hours. That's why they are like that. At least we don't want that kind of expectation. But in my life, I will become a hero. I don't want to depend on my parents, anybody. My food, I want to learn, I want to earn some money. I want to get some respect in the society. Huh? You don't want to do this much, but yourself, you have to stand in your career. Yes or no? At least you have to stand yourself now. Today, mummy, papa is there. They're supporting us. Tomorrow, who will there? Yourself, you need to stand or not. Either happiness or struggle, whatever it was. Kabhi kushi, kabhi gum. Uh, uh, Everything should be you want to settle. Like you can do that. Don't waste your time here or coming classes, such a chit chatting, talking. Why are you coming that classes? So you are like that. Don't come like that. If you're having interested, come to classes. Otherwise, go to home, your room. Happily, you can go to work, talk. That's your wish, na. Talking purpose don't come. Something you need to achieve means you can come. Otherwise, no need. Right. Next one. So these are system. And next one is what now? Object privileges. Here observe. System privileges are what it is, how and who will give it that we discuss. These are all are called as a system privileges. So many are there. That all are, I will show you as per concepts wise, you will see one by one. Okay, now? Right. So these are what. But later we have one more type of privilege. What is that? Object privileges. What is object privileges here? Observe. These privileges, these privileges, these privileges are giving by database admin, okay, and also who is this here? Users. Giving by admin and also users. Okay, here both people will give these permissions to you. And what kind of object privileges are there? Okay, below write down. Object privileges are there are 4 types, guys. What is that? So first privilege here, select, come out, insert, come out, update, come out, delete. So this 4 privileges called as object privileges. Otherwise, you can use one keyword. That keyword is called as what now? All keyword. Okay, you can use a all keyword. Okay, now right. So object privileges are 2 people can give it. Admin will give to you to users, and also users will give to you or give to another user. So user to user, admin to users. The 2 people can give, and these 4 are called as object privileges. If you want to give at a time this all 4, then you have to use which keyword? All keyword. Otherwise, individually you want to give, then you can mention individual privileges. Okay, now right. What is the syntax for this? What is the syntax for this? So grant, and I want to give here object privilege name, on which table you want to give the table name to your user name, Okay, now. So what is the syntax? Grant, give it object privilege name, and see, can you observe? Select, insert, update, delete. Generally, these operations are you performing on what? Are you performing on what? Table. Data selected, data inserted, updated, deleted. These operations are you performing on table. So that's why, suppose on particular table, which particular permission you want to give to user. Okay, na? So that is called a object privilege name. These are on which table you want to give permission, that table name, to whom you want to give permission, that username. Okay, na? So this is what syntax of a object privileges. Okay, but how it was giving by admin to user, user to user. Two cases are there. Case one, I will show you admin how we will give to users. Second case, a user want to give object privileges to another user. So user to user, admin to user. Okay, na? That we will see on Monday session. I stop it here, and we will go for Monday how to do that. Okay, and up to here, this notes also I'm going to upload into your Google Class. Okay, subqueries complete notes I was given. Okay, na? Complete running notes and main notes.